What I wanted to talk to you guys about today, maybe you watch my Snapchat, maybe you watch my Instagram story, how to make money printing cash.
What is this? Oh, dang. I'm rich as fuck.
I wonder if girls only like me for my money. Fuck it.
Oh, chill. Chill. Oh, all the way to sign this.
Bro, look.
Is that a video?
Yeah.
Click on it.
These are 10 douchey things the rich kids of Snapchat do. Flaunt their wads of cash.
Oh, chill. Chill. Oh, all the way to sign this.
If there's one thing we can't stand about Snapchat, it's the constant need for these rich kids to show off their watches.
Ice tray on nigga flooded. Ice, ice, ice. Yeah.
Over-the-top purchases.
What's good, everybody out here in Havasu? Here, my boy, Josh Madrid.
Hey, yo.
We got Timber in the back.
Gucci?
She's about to dip in the GTR real quick. But I want to give you guys a tour of this epic house, epic lake house. Just got a boat. You'll see in a little bit, but check this out. Follow me.
No, I ain't hosting. Kush all in my lap because he hold don't wanna roll it. I was sliding in the lamb with the power glide. Slime green paint, peanut butter inside.
Complain about their lives. There seems to be a reoccurring theme when it comes to rich kids on Snapchat that proves they're all spoiled brats. They complain about their lives constantly.
Bro, how long does Uber Eats actually take?
I don't know, bro. Like, I know we ordered like 15 minutes ago, and I know we live on the 50th floor, but I feel like it shouldn't take that long.
Bro, tell me about it, bro. Tomorrow I actually have to drive and pick up my dry cleaners. I know.
You have to pick it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, our lives suck.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I don't know, bro.
Just gonna vape.
Oh shit! Sorry. That's just for that's my post on social media. I'm just gonna send that to my friends real quick. You know, just like like a little joke, you know.
I want to see that.
Shit, man, this is not even the right watch from right arm from my wrist, man. Shit.
Yeah, bro.
All right.
Started.
The video's going?
Yeah, started.
Oh shit! All right. All right, now we're messing around with you guys. But now that we have your attention. We actually want to share with you guys something super important, but this is real money. It's all real. I don't know if you can see. But the reason we have this money is because we have an ATM business. The ATM business allows us to make, and I'll have Eric kind of explain it in a second, but it allows us to make income on complete autopilot. Every single month, passive income for probably the next 10, 15, 20, 30, maybe even 50 years. Who knows? But it's an investment that, you know, is a real tangible business. You know, don't get me wrong, we make money online. Those are some of our primary income sources, but we have a real tangible investment that is creating us passive income for life. It's called the ATM business. You want to kind of explain it from?
Yeah, so the ATM business in just kind of simple terms is basically you owning and managing an ATM inside of a business. So there's tons of businesses that open up every single year, and especially there's certain types of businesses that would love to have ATM machines in them. I'm pretty sure you've probably seen that convenient ATM in a business, in a barbershop. There's tons of businesses they can go into, and anytime somebody, you know, uses that machine, they charge a transaction fee.
Right.
So basically, every time you use the machine, use it to take cash out, they charge you a fee, and the person that owns that machine, right, gets paid that transaction fee automatically once you make that withdrawal from that ATM. And so think about having not just one ATM, but hundreds of ATMs, right, all over. And anytime somebody uses it, you're getting paid 24-hour a day, 7 days a week, no matter what you're doing. So building that passive income.
Yeah.
Right?
So to put it a little bit in perspective, I didn't really get it at first when he first introduced me to the business model. Before, you know, we teamed up, before we started, you know, our ATM business. I was like, you know, where's the actual money, you know, coming from? How am I getting paid? And so to kind of break it down a little bit more in terms of like, you know, where I was thinking at first, you know, maybe you're in the same boat, was that you're getting paid. So let's say somebody pulls out, you know, 20 bucks, you know, just one of these, 20 bucks, okay? They have to pay that fee that Eric talked about. Let's say the fee is $3 or $4, right? So their bank account is getting debited $23 or $24. Now, they're getting only $20 back. Where does that $3 or $4 go? It goes to whoever owns the ATM. So, which means that $3 to $4 that just left whoever's bank account, used the ATM, goes straight to our bank account. So the $3 to $4 is our profit, if that makes sense. So now imagine that times, let's just say 10 transactions a day. That's $40 a day. Let's, multiply that. Let's say 20 transactions a day is $80 a day. What's 80 times, 30 days? You're making, an extra couple thousand a month. And so to put it in perspective, we have tons of machines. We close a 30 contract deal. Ours are in high volume locations like dispensaries. So each machine is making us about almost this much every month. Almost this month. Or almost this much. This is about 4,000. We're making about 2,700 to 3,000 a month off each ATM machine because we have them in a high volume location. But we also have ATMs in other locations as well.
Right.
Barbershops, salons. And so what we're going to be doing, and we're gonna break down the business model a little bit more in this video for you guys. But just to let you guys know too, we're also hosting a free webinar on May 3rd, right?
Yeah, May 3rd.
May 3rd, 2018. The information will be below in a link you can register for. It's free. And we're gonna be, going over everything, how to start this own business, how you can even do it with little to maybe zero money down, and giving you all the information. We're gonna give you guys, a free bonus as well, and let you guys know all the locations where exactly you can do it, how to get them in there, how to get contracts, how to close deals, how you can get your ATMs inside of businesses, so you can start making money with this. We had tons of people. So we opened up a small test group. Probably about in January.
Yeah.
So in January, we did a small, launch. We had a small test group. We let a few people in. We're like, all right, we obviously seen success with this. But let's see if other people can duplicate our success. So we did that. It's been about almost 5 months now, right?
Yeah.
About 5 months, and the stories that we've seen are absolutely insane, like phenomenal. We have people who are literally working normal jobs. Yep. People who are going to college, and even people who are entrepreneurs, maybe doing e-commerce, and just
we got some moms too.
Yeah, we have a lot of moms actually.
Yeah.
So we have people from all over, from different demographics, becoming successful with their ATM business, landing clients, and generating passive income.
Yep. So it's gonna kind of go over everything you basically need to know. When I started, I didn't really know anything. There wasn't really anything out there to teach me step by step. I wish there was. And if you think about it, the best way to learn anything is by learning from somebody that already did it. So what we're gonna do for you guys is we're gonna cut out the bull crap. We're gonna cut out everything that you possibly can basically put in there so you don't make the same mistakes that we made when we got started. 'Cause I know we made a lot of mistakes, cost us a lot of money, cost us a lot of time. And so what we want to do is cut that in half for you, shorten your learning curve so you can get the same results, if not better, and if not faster.
And I'll tell you what's cool about this business is you don't need a college degree. You don't need millions of dollars stacked up.
Nope.
You don't need, some crazy, licensing. You don't have, there's no crazy things. Like literally the average person can do this. The average person can make a couple $100 to a couple $1,000 a month with one ATM.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about the business model. We've seen people who are 16 being successful with it. We've seen people who are 45 being successful with it and already have families and a day job. So it doesn't really matter where you're from. It also works in multiple countries. We have people from the UK doing this. We have people from Canada doing this. Really any place that you see private ATMs being owned and used, you can use this business model to make money.
Absolutely. And the cool thing about too that's going to happen on the live webinar is actually we're going to have people that actually got involved in the ATM business, joined the ATM Academy and basically took action on what we taught them, and they're going to share their story, they're going to share their success, they're going to share basically their journey through this process and what actually happened when they went from A to B to C to D through the entire, everything basically that we showed them, and like I said, got the results.
Right.
Put in the work.
It's duplicatable. It's a duplicatable system.
They put in the work, right? They didn't just sit at their computer and do nothing. They put in the work and got the same results that Josh and I have gotten. And it's incredible that we saw there's so many different types of people that got the same results.
Yeah, we have one person, I think he's like 18. He's landing his 9th ATM deal within like a month.
He's doing better than I did when I started.
And so put that in perspective, each ATM is generating him anywhere between $500 a month to $2,000 plus a month. 9 ATMs is like literally a young guy. So that's insane. And I'll tell you what, the only reason we're sharing this information with you guys, the only reason we're putting this information on the internet and hosting a webinar for you to be able to attend for free is because this business is literally like practically zero risk. This is the reason why I'm all in for it. This is the reason why everybody that joined the test group was all in for it. And this is the reason why we get literally hundreds of DMs a day of people asking us about this, because, we go on, we did that little skit in the beginning, and it's because, we'll show us on Snapchat, refilling our ATMs and putting money inside the ATMs. So that's why we did that little skit, because people, some people might get it confused, but we also have, the majority of people asking us, what do you do? How do you do it? How can I get involved? And if this was a very high risk business where the chances of you succeeding and making money were, slim or, little to none, we wouldn't be talking about this, because people would get burned. And obviously we don't want that. We don't want to burn our brand, and we don't want to put something out that doesn't work, that we don't 100% believe in.
Right.
So the reason why we're sharing this information, at this webinar that you're going to be able to attend by, registering in the link below, is because there's literally zero to no risk. You cannot lose money. If your location doesn't get any transactions, all you do is pick up your ATM and move it to a different location that has transactions.
Anywhere you go.
Yeah, there's like literally no way to lose money at all. And the cool thing about it is it's passive income. One ATM can make you money for the next 20 to 100 years.
Absolutely.
And obviously it depends on how long you live, in your will, whoever your ATMs go to. But these ATMs, if in a solid location, will generate you passive income. So our ATMs, actually, and I talked about it before, they literally had a greater ROI than Bitcoin did in 2017. I think Bitcoin went up by like 7,000%. Our initial ATM had a greater ROI than 7,000%. So our initial investment that we, started, to open up our ATM business compared to where we're at now is literally like, it's just compounds. It compounds. I don't even know the percentages. I'm not even that good at math.
You don't have to be.
Yeah, you don't have to be. I know how to operate ATM business. But I do know for sure, I think it was actually our ROI was actually higher than Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum all combined, if you consider where we're at now compared to when we first started. So I want you guys to put that in perspective, because if I would have told you to buy Bitcoin, in the beginning of 2017, and you would have known for a fact that in December it would have hit 19,000, but in January it was like 1,000, you would have bought it. You would have for sure bought it, but yet you didn't. So when we're telling, and that wasn't guaranteed,
and not because they just knew about it and didn't do it. They just didn't know. Right,
you just didn't know. And you wouldn't even have known that it was guaranteed, even if I did tell you. But the ATM business, as long as you put it in a solid location, it's gonna compound no matter what. You're gonna make money no matter what.
Right.
That's 100% fact. So if I can guarantee you that, I'm not gonna guarantee you that, you might go to the webinar and you might actually take action on all the steps, because maybe you won't do anything. If you're one of those people that's not gonna do anything, you'll make zero money. You won't even probably watch the training. You won't watch the webinar. Most people watching this video are not going to register for the webinar. That's a fact. So you're in that 7%. But if I can guarantee you that you watch the webinar and you take action, then the ATM business model will work as long as you follow the steps. Then why wouldn't you do it?
Right.
Especially considering the webinar is free. So if you're watching this, you need to register right now. Watch the rest of this video. Pause the video, register, and then come back to this video and learn the rest of the information. But it's important that you make this webinar, you schedule it in your calendar, you set a reminder on your phone, you tell your friends to tune in with you to hold you accountable, you put it on your refrigerator, but just don't miss this webinar, because it's potentially the last time we're probably ever gonna talk about it. We did a test group, and this is probably the only free webinar we're ever gonna do.
So to put it in perspective, that why we always do this as well is because we've been there before. We've been looking for ways to make more money, right? We've been looking for ways to expand our income. And one of the things that we learned is that information changes situations, right? So we're giving you right now is free information that could change your situation.
Right.
Once I learned that information and I used that information, that's when it started changing my situation. So the best way I can put it is that you don't know what you don't know, and that's why you don't have what you don't have. But the cool thing about this is that we're gonna put it all out there for you guys, so you guys can see the information and you can make the decision on whether this is something for you or if not. If it is, great. If it's not, great, right?
Yeah, and real quick before we kind of wrap this up, let me ask you guys some questions. Question number one, have you ever used or saw somebody use an ATM? Really think about it right now. Take a few seconds to think about all the times I use an ATM, okay? Maybe use the, Bank of America, Wells Fargo ATM. But have you ever used, so my second question is, have you ever used a private owned ATM, one that's inside of a store, inside of a location, in a gas station, where you got charged a fee? Do you remember paying that fee? Have you ever thought about where that fee goes? Who's collecting that fee? Who owns that machine? Have you ever needed, money and there's never been let me ask you a better question. Have you ever been to a place and you needed cash, but there was nowhere to get cash? You had to drive or get a ride or borrow money from somebody because that location didn't have a place for you to get cash. Now, I would assume that as long as you live in a place where, you know, you have a decent economy, 10 out of 10 of you would say yes. So wouldn't it make sense to learn how to actually, you know, profit, you know, off these ATMs, make money off these ATMs, you know, like this every single month, instead of just use them? Right. And that was kind of, you know, where my head was at when I decided to team up with Eric and, you know, and we launched this business together. And I'll tell you what, it's been insane knowing that every single month that passive income is going to be coming in over and over and over without having to go produce sales, run ads, do this, do that.
Yeah.
And so,
and that's the cool thing about this business. It's an actual tangible business. It's not like you know, what I say, you post and pray, right? That's what they say. You post and pray. You post whatever you post and you pray that, you know, sales are going to come in. This is an actual business. If you actually follow these steps, right? You follow this system, right? The system's gonna work for you. It's a tangible business. Like, this is tangible, right? You're gonna be dealing with cash all the time. The machine is tangible. You can feel it, right? The business is a tangible business. And so if you do exactly what we're gonna show you, you're gonna get the results. It's not if or and or buts. You're gonna get the same results.
The cool thing about the ATM business as well is, you know, let's compare it to an online business. An online business right here, you have to go out and you have to find customers. You have to figure out who wants to give you their money.
Right.
The ATM business, that location already has customers. The customers already found your business. You're just a tool that's giving the customers the money they need.
Right.
So you don't have to go out and hunt for customers. They're already looking for you. They need the money.
Yeah.
So now you're just already there. It's supply and demand. Basic economics. Anybody that understands basic economics will understand how much sense, you know, this business model makes.
Right.
Or actually, I should say how much dollars this business model makes, you know. So that's pretty much it. Over the webinar, it's going to be maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours.
Yeah,
we're going to be giving you guys, you know, pretty much breaking it all down, you know, free information, exactly how this whole business model works, how you can get started, why we decided that we're going to close why we closed our initial test group, and why we're going to do one more launch, let people in and train people and work with us personally, one-on-one, you know, inside our personal group with the people who, you know, have results inside the test group on how to get these results.
Absolutely.
You know, literally from step 1 to however many steps there are, step A to Z, we're going to be going over how to start an ATM business, how to make money, how to close deals, how to, you know, get contracts without having to pay thousands of dollars, and how you can start a passive income business with little to zero risk and make a lot of money this year.
Yo, so we're fired up. We're excited, guys, and we hope to see you guys on the inside. Josh.
Yo.
Let them know what's good, man.
Pretty much what you need to do right now, if you're still watching the video, you guys just got to go to the description, hit the link that's in there, register for the webinar, set 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My fingers don't even match the numbers I'm saying, but set that many reminders on your phone. Tell your friend, tell your grandma, tell your mom, set reminders on her phone, his phone, your dog's phone, to remind you to not miss this, because we're only doing this live webinar one time.
Yep.
It's been planned for about a month now. Just one webinar. We talked about this 2 times in the last 5 months.
And this is the most information you're ever going to get anywhere else.
Yeah.
On this type of business.
Nobody talks about this because all the ATM business owners are not involved in the internet. They're older, okay? They've been doing this for 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a business model that's here to stay. But nobody's sharing this information. Everybody goes, why have I never thought about this? How come I never heard about that? Well, yeah, nobody's ever shared the information. Exactly. So we're going to share the information with you guys live on this webinar. You're going to ask us questions. You know, we might even call some of you guys in. We're going to bring you guys people who actually saw success, you know, doing what we taught and what we're about to teach on this free webinar. We're going to let you guys talk to them. We're going to let you guys ask them questions. And all is going to be live, you know, right there. So if you don't want to miss this, because this might be your last opportunity to ever see, you know, us doing this, I would register for it right now. Set alarms on your phone, mark it on your calendar. Do not miss this webinar. Clear your schedule. Don't make plans that day, because we're gonna be sharing life-changing information. You know, information that changed our life. We're gonna be sharing that exactly with you.
And just so you guys know, how many spots do we have available? Because I know we have. How many
so on the actual webinar, the software we have allows us to have 200 people live on the webinar.
Oh, yeah,
I expect this video to probably get 10, 15, 20,000 views, like a lot of my videos do. And we're also gonna be promoting this webinar. We're gonna be letting people know on my social media. I have over 150, maybe 200,000 combined followers just on my platform. Eric has about another 50 to 100,000 followers on his platform, and the software lets us hold 200. So first of all, don't register for the webinar if you're not serious.
Right.
Because if you're not serious and you're just watching just to, you know, waste time, yeah, you know, just to waste time, then you're taking a spot away from somebody who might be serious, and you know that might screw up their financial future. So because they didn't get the opportunity to learn about the ATM business. So if you're not serious, don't register for the webinar. If you're one of the most serious, you're ready to commit, you want to get in this next launch that we do, you want to learn about the ATM business, then it's very important that you register for the webinar and don't waste our time. And don't waste your own time either. Don't schedule the webinar and not go, because now you're wasting your time because you just watched this whole video and scheduled the webinar for no reason.
Absolutely.
Now that makes you, I don't even want to say it. But that's it, guys. So go ahead, hit the link below, register for the webinar, May 3rd, 2018. It's going to be absolutely insane. And if you're watching this late, I'm not sure if we're going to have a replay up. If there's a replay, if it is possible to watch it, we're not even sure with the software yet, but if it is possible to watch it after it's live, then maybe we'll have a link in the description. So still, give it a look just in case. But we're not sure. So it's important that you make the actual live
Yeah, I would
webinar.
just say try clicking it. If it works, great. If it doesn't, well, something we can really do.
Better luck next year.
Yeah. All right, guys. See you guys on the inside. Let's make it happen.